everyone and welcome back to Atelier Matinee. It's so nice to have you here. Today I'm going to make a colored pencil pouch using this embroidery I stitched a while ago. Before I start a project, I usually draw a simple sketch like this to decide on the design, size, and colors. I sometimes use a tablet, but these days I usually do it the old-fashioned analog way. But when I do that, my pencils often end up scattered across the desk, and it's hard to find the color I want. So this time, I wanted to make a pouch that's not only practical, but also something that lifts my mood every time I use it. I have 72 pencils in total, so I'm going to design it with 4 sections and double zippers to fit them all. On the front, I decorated with embroidery, and on the back, I'm planning to add a small zipper pocket. So let's get started. I hope you enjoy watching.